today we've got another review from one of the beers in the Beer52 June 2020 box. And the beer that we're going to be reviewing today is this one from the Buxton Brewery. And as you can see it's a Lupulus X Simcoe. Before we open that up and stick it into a glass, I just want to sort of address some of the issues and some of the comments I've had for the channel, just to address some of them now. So the first one was some of the rocker-isms, as I like to say, due to the review. So that one there, let's get this beer into a can. Obviously, I mean let's get this beer out of a can and into a glass. Okay, so I just want to clear that one up. So if I mention that again, please mention it in the comments below, just to keep me on my toes. A few other comments. So one other comment from one of my viewers, Coxie. If you're watching this, I know you've said that this channel's got more fruit in it than a greengrocer. So you know, I can't help it that a lot of these IPAs have got a tropical taste. So I will be mentioning that, and I know you don't like me mentioning certain supermarket names, so I'll start mixing them up as well. And the last comment from a good friend of mine, Pip, he said, when I used to drink beer, I used to think it tasted like beer, not fruit. Well, Phil, you've got to realise that there's a lot more to a beer than just that maltiness now. There's that real fruit flavour, and it's going to come through in all of these great IPAs that we're trying. Okay, without further ado, there's the comments. Let's get into the review. So Buxton Brewery, pretty well-renowned brewery. They've got a couple of really great beers apparently in Tesco, if you can find them. Sorry, Coxie, the Tesco mention. So if you can find Buxton Brewery, the Kingslayer, that's the one to try. And there's a really good stout as well, Stormbringer, I think it's called, or something like that. But this one is this is a 330ml can. It is a Simcoe India Pale Ale, and it is coming in at 5.4%. It's and so let's get it in out of the can and into a glass, shall we? That's looking lovely and orangey there. You can see the nice orangeness to that. We've got a nice two-finger head there at the top. It's hazy. Let's have a quick smell, check the aromas. Yep, I'm sorry to say it's quite fruity. There's more orangey, tangerines, citrus fruits than sort of the tropical fruits in here. Yeah, a little bit more of those sort of stone fruits like apricots and peaches as well. It certainly smells very nice. You can see there it's coming in nice and hazy, and it certainly looks like a lovely drink. So without further ado, cheers. Yes, it's really sort of citrus flavours in there. It's there's quite a bit of dryness there on the back end, but it's a very pleasant India Pale Ale. That it's fruity, but there's some of the fruits that are coming through are more the sort of tartness. You know, the sort of grapefruits again. So there's those fruits again, which we see and hear about quite a lot, certainly on this channel. But it's quite dry at the back end. It's not quite soft on the palate as well. It's very sort of cutting. I'm getting a pink grapefruit in there again. Pink grapefruit is one of my favourites. This is definitely coming into this. It's a lovely drink though. It's very refreshing. It's a quite hot day up here in the north of England today. And this is just what the doctor ordered in terms of a nice refreshing beer. Yeah, I quite enjoyed that. So let's get the reviews in for the Buxton Simcoe. Okay, Buxton, and it's, I'm going to pronounce the name correctly this time, it's a Lupulus X. It's not easy to say. It's a Simcoe India Pale Ale, coming in at 5.4%. So first things first, aroma. Really great aromas on this. Lovely fruits, citrus, very citrusy, with some of those sort of stone fruits as well. And I'm giving this a 13 out of 20. So 13 out of 20 for aroma. Appearance. I mean, it's a lovely looking beer there. Nice and hazy, orangey, gold, like the summer sun. You know, it's got a nice sort of level head there. So I'm giving this an 8 out of 10 for appearance. Flavour. I enjoyed this. To be honest, the more I drink it, it is a little bit more bitter than I probably would prefer. But you know, it's certainly quite pleasant. The mouthfeel is quite nice. Not as soft as some of the other beers, but I'm giving this a 30 out of 40 for flavour. Value for money, same old, it's 4 out of 10 because of the fact that we're classing this as a £3 beer. 330ml for £3, a little bit more expensive than I want to spend. You can get it cheaper, then obviously that gets that value for money up. And then finally, overall taste experience. It's a nice beer. It's certainly not one of the best, but it's certainly not one of the worst. So I'm going to give this 11 out of 20 for my overall experience with it. It's a lovely beer, nice and refreshing. Whether I would want to drink more because of that little bit of bitterness, I'm not sure. But 11 out of 20. So that gives us a total of 66 out of 100. It's another Bon Jovi of beers. So keep the faith. Until the next review, keep on rocking.